Christine is a young woman living in Bohol, Philippines. She is married to Jose Rodriguez and lives her life as a housewife. She had been married for many years but had not become a mother yet. She often spent her time taking care of her house and a small farm located behind a hill. Jose works as a security guard in the town. He often works from night and reaches home by sunrise. Christine's life seems ordinary and appears to be living a happily married life. However, Christine hides a truly dark secret from her husband. She comes from a generation which keep a ghost as their guardians. During her teenage year, her mother had passed down the guardian to her before passing away. When darkness arrives, after her husband leaves for work, Christine will make her way to the farm. Once arrived, she will begin the process to transform her body. She will start the ritual by taking off her clothes and applying a cursed oil all over her body. Slowly, a pair of wings which resemble bat wings will emerge from Christine's shoulders. Her teeth will turn sharp and her tongue will become long. Afterward, her body will start to separate, separating her upper body with her leg. Once the transformation is complete, her pair of wings will start to swing and slowly her upper body will start to fly, leaving her legs which are now standing motionless. Christine's transformation had completed. She had become Manananggal. Hello fellow Shadowers. Welcome to my video today where we will look into the story of Manananggal, which is a popular entity in Philippine folklore. Manananggal means the one that can separate, based on its ability to separate its body into two. The upper body will emerge a pair of wings which enable it to fly and hunt its target. Manananggal carries a shape similar to a chick and can be inherited within generation. When a host of the Manananggal become old and ill, the creature will be passed down to the nearest family member by swallowing the cursed chick. The new host will live a normal life in the beginning, but slowly, the cursed chick will start to devouring the host's intestine. Manananggal will ensure the new host doesn't die during this process until the transformation is complete. Without any internal organ, the new host will crave human flesh to feed on until it turns itself into a terrifying monster known as Manananggal. Manananggal is also a master of camouflage. It will blend with humans and live a normal life, including getting married. It will change its shape when the hunt for human flesh begins. Its appearances as a pretty woman also enable it to easily find male target. Manananggal will often seduce men before taking them into secluded areas and will proceed to fulfill their lusts. After giving the men what they had desired, she will begin changing her shape and fulfill her desire. Manananggal is a night hunter. It will fly silently across villages in search of suitable victims. Manananggal often hunts small children, babies and her favorite, a pregnant woman, for her to feed on the fetus. Once the victim is located, Manananggal will land on top of their house and wait until the household goes to sleep. Once everyone is in deep sleep, Manananggal will begin her move by making a small hole on the rooftop. It will then lower its freakishly long tongue towards the victim. The tongue of Manananggal is also said to be hollow, which enables it to suck the victim's blood from a distance. If the victim is a pregnant woman, Manananggal will puncture her tongue into the woman's uterus. The fetus will then be slowly sucked out, followed by the pregnant woman's organ. Both the mother and the carried child will die, devoured by Manananggal. Manananggal is often accompanied by a bird called Tik-Tik. The name is given due to the sound the bird makes. The arrival of Manananggal can be identified by the sound of this bird. According to the tales, the weaker the sound, the closer the Manananggal to its victim. It's one of the deception techniques deployed by Manananggal to hide its true location. Manananggal is in the same category as vampires, therefore shares similar weaknesses. Manananggal can't be touched by sunlight while it's in the monster form, but after turning into human, sunlight doesn't have any effect on itself. Manananggal also hates the smell of garlic. Residents of the Philippines in the past will place garlic around the house as a way to deter the Manananggal from attacking. There are said to be 3 ways to kill Manananggal. The first method, Manananggal needs to return to its lower half of its body to return back to human form. If the legs are removed or hidden before Manananggal reattaches itself, it can't turn into human again. Second method, salt or vinegar needs to be applied to the Manananggal lower half. This will act as a barrier for her upper body to reattach. If Manananggal fails to turn into human again, it will be burned by the ray of the sunlight. Lastly, if you want to kill Manananggal directly, a sharpened bamboo needs to be used to stab Manananggal from behind. Christine had returned from her hunt. A boy aged 2 left the house to chase after a bird which landed on the window. The bird sound is so tempting to the kid that he chases after it into the woods and becomes the latest meal for Manananggal. Upon returning back into human form, she makes her way home. She doesn't have any children of her own, and only time will tell the fate stored for her and her curse. Thank you for watching the video till the end. For male viewers out there, how will you feel when a beautiful girl seduces you and takes you into a forest for a passionate time? It's actually a terrifying monster that had punctured your stomach and begins sucking out your organ. What will be the last thought in your mind? Please leave a comment below for the next ghost story you want me to cover. That's all from me, Kage, wishing you all a restless night.